on no snare drum.
Everybody, this is Trendkill Radio, a rock news show about all things rock, except for when it's not, brought to you by the Foundry Concert Club right here in Cleveland, Ohio. I am your host, Sean Ryan.
And I am Coley Colgate. What's going on?
He's back, baby. He's back and he's sleepy.
I'm tired. Very tired.
I know, I took a nap right before this. Before we get started, why don't you guys just do us a solid and hit subscribe. Do it! And hit the notification bell, and then let's just get it going. Okay, as we know, every fucking show, every concert, every festival, everything that was supposed to be scheduled for this year, this summer, is canceled. Veto. Done. Out. Get
Dunzo.
out.
Dunzo.
Yeah, Dunzo for fucking real, man. But mothers, moisten your panties. Daughtry is back. I'm just kidding.
The Daughtry?
Just kidding.
Excited.
No, there is actually a festival that is going on in the middle of next month. Oh, well, actually, this might come out by July. There's a festival that is coming out in July called the Herd Immunity Fest out in Wisconsin. If you are near Wisconsin or the surrounding areas, you have a chance to see live music once again, not from your car, but in an outdoor arena, the Q&Z Expo Center, which I thought was an enclosed arena, but
sounds like an expo center.
yeah, right? But I mean, I looked up, they have firmly said that, no, this is going to be outdoors. And they have the capacity to seat 10,000 people, but they're limiting that to 20% of that. Those are the only people that are coming in, and the owners and the festival coordinators and all that kind of shit, they're saying, all tickets are selling fast. This festival is going to be including...
3-day festival, right?
Yeah, it is a 3-day festival starting Thursday, July 16th through the 18th, and will feature nobody that you really know, except for
a lot of who cares,
except for Dope and Static X. But I mean, Dope and Static X have the same singer, as we kind of secretly on you guys a while ago.
Alleged Boba Flex reunion.
Boba Flex Flaw. Yeah, Nonpoint was going to be there. They had signed up for this, and they backed out early last week when the announcement that it was Herd Immunity Fest, and they went, dude, what the fuck? Like, we're gonna get into Nonpoint in a second, because there's some I'm not really agreeing with some of the things that they're saying.
There's some questionables there for sure.
Yeah, there's a little hypocrisy and a little bit no, you know better. Come on now.
Yeah.
Herd Immunity Fest has now been changed to July Mini Fest, which really doesn't tell you a lot about anything that's going on.
Doesn't tell you anything.
No.
You don't even get any kind of vibe of what sort of show it is.
I know. It could be country. It could be bluegrass. I don't know. Lots of cows in a field and shit. I don't know.
Well, that would be the Herd Immunity Fest.
Exactly.
I go to Baskin Robbins every night and buy myself a little treat.
One study done by COVID Act Now indicates that only 3 states, New Jersey, New York, and Massachusetts, are on track to properly contain the coronavirus at this point, but the numbers are spiking fucking everywhere. If you've read even just a little bit of news, I mean, what is it? Arizona, California, Florida, of course. Florida is, forget Cleveland being the butthole of the country. I mean, that is the diseased penis of the country. I mean, just take a look at it.
It kind of looks like it, too.
Yeah, right? It's all kind of just...
phallic shaped.
It's phallic, but it's jagged and stuff. It's like, what do you got growing on there?
Quartz.
Florida man
accused of intentionally pressure washing his neighbor.
But this event is happening in Wisconsin, of all places.
I don't know how to feel about it, because it's like, well, I'm not going, and we have a friend of the show that watches. I won't say his name or what band he's in, but he is going to be playing this show. When he first announced it, I went like, oh, cool, wow, you guys are actually getting through this, and you're playing a show. All right. And like, I didn't think anything of it. I thought nothing about safety for anyone or how they were going to do it, blah, blah, blah. I just went like, it's just bands that I'm not like the hugest fan of, so I just went like, all right, whatever. And then now it's kind of created this big fucking ordeal where Spider from Power Man 5000 came out, and whilst I was sitting on the toilet one morning reading about this, Spider was on Twitter saying, quote, "A bunch of bands that I consider peers and some friends are partaking in a show called Herd Immunity Fest, which by that title is basically saying to their fans, come see us and we hope you get sick. What the actual fuck?" And then that's what made me kind of like go, yeah. Like we're at higher numbers of COVID cases now than we were before the lockdown.
I mean, I guess you have to kind of figure, though, when it was probably initially planned and booked, you know, these things, it wasn't as bad as it is now. It's probably on the decline, or it could have even started, you know, happening as far as booking goes before all of this. So I think that was kind of Nonpoint's excuse where they said, yeah, we jumped on it before we even knew what it was called. And once we found out what it was called, we dropped off. So
but they still knew that people were going to be getting together for a festival, which, by the way, it's a 3-day festival, but there's only like 13 bands.
Yeah, it's really weird.
Why? That is so weird. Like Thursday night
time, some of the bands are playing for like an hour and a half. It's pretty long.
Do they even have catalogs that fucking long? Jesus Christ. So, I mean, like, yeah, on the QZ Expo Center Facebook page, it notes, quote, when the lockdown first happened, my first thought was, okay, we can all do 2 weeks. And then it went on and on. Things were getting canceled. I started to worry about people, not only for COVID, but mental, physical, and financial. Oh, what a saint. As humans, we need other human contact. Music in itself is great, but the live streams, as I am sure you all know, is just not the same. We need live. Feel it to the bones, run shivers up your spine. Music with people around us. This is poorly written. It takes us on that trip. Unless you have felt it, you won't understand. Again, poorly written. There needs to be a comma there. So it is our honor to bring you this mini fest. Let's make it a fun, safe weekend, and let's be kind to each other. Spread the word by sharing the event and invite your friends. That is just straight up bullshit.
Seems like a cash grab to some degree. I mean, you're playing Middle America with a bunch of bands that haven't been relevant anywhere for 20 years, 15 years.
Well, Static X, when they reunited with the new singer, that was big. That was big. Tour did very big.
Draw there. They're still going to get people to come out to that. You know, it's a 10,000 cap venue. They're saying we're going to let 2,000 people in. I think they'll be shocked if 900 people show up. It is what it is.
I know. But when they say that, you know, we're only letting in 20%, there are no more protocols or anything that they're saying to keep people safe and away from each other. They're just saying just by distance we can all be away from each other. But I have a feeling when this happens, if it does, because there's a good possibility that it could get shut down. There's some new bill or whatever to try and mandate that large gatherings like this can't happen in the state of Wisconsin. So there's nothing. They're not doing anything illegal, but this still could be a fucking thing where we're going to see
frowned upon.
Yeah, where we might see in the middle of July that we're going to see pictures of this, and I guarantee you it's going to be like, did you see the article of like Kid Rock's bar getting shut down for 5 days? That place was body to body, shoulder to shoulder, packed. No one. Well, you're at a bar. Why are you going to wear a mask? You know, right. And I don't know if Tennessee, if you're allowed to smoke in bars, but whatever. But we're gonna see that. We're gonna see mosh pits, and we're gonna see all this kind of shit. And like, I don't care. I don't care. Like whatever your stance may be on, you know, oh, this is real, this is bad. Like, I mean, I've seen the numbers. They're higher than they've ever been in America. Everybody else is kind of falling off. We're totally just ignoring it, going, it doesn't exist.
Right.
Hey, man, I don't know. I guess it's personal choice and what have you.
It is, as will be argued, it is a free country, and people are going to do what they want to do, and they're going to follow the protocols that they want to follow, because protocols and rules aren't necessarily laws. So they're going to do what they want to do, and you know, you're seeing that on a small scale now, just, you know, at the local bar. But this is kind of a weird situation, because I think they knew initially they kind of wanted to create something that would get some traction, get some attention, which is why they gave it the, you know, Herd Immunity Fest name. I mean, come on, that's asking for trouble, that's asking for publicity, and they're getting it. I mean, we're talking about it, but
yeah, now they've changed the name.
Yeah, I don't think it's brought awareness. I had no idea this festival was happening until that story broke. I probably would not have known about it had that story not broke. But at the end of the day, as you said, I don't care either. I'm not going. I don't have any desire to go. And if you do want to go and you choose not to follow the protocol for, you know, safety, that's on you, and that's your fault.
I know, and then you gotta think, oh, it's gonna start tracing back to other, like, this is like the only live big event that's going on anywhere in the immediate future. So are people coming from out of state? Are they gonna bring it back? But that could be the same thing for people going partying out in Florida. That fucking cesspool of a state. Goddamn, I can't reiterate that enough. That thing is just break it off.
I mean, you're just as likely
to the ocean.
You're just as likely to catch this thing at a show, or at the bar, or at the grocery store. or out protesting or anywhere.
Yeah.
And it doesn't matter. It's just the thing that annoys me about this is that I think they knew what they were doing. It blew up in their face a tiny bit. They tried to backtrack, and now here we are talking about it.
Yeah, Nonpoint was going to be after Dope before Static X closes out the show. Nonpoint, they made some weird excuse of like, oh, well, we didn't know what it was called. So as soon as we found out about that, we bailed out.
Yeah.
Does it matter what it's called? Like, you still knew what you were doing. You knew you were going to attract fans. I mean, all 37 of you Nonpoint fans. But come on. What did you think was going to fucking happen? I think they got a hold of the PR and people were like, whoa, they wrote a fucking song dedicated to the frontline workers and all this shit that were essential workers during the shutdown, the lockdown, the quarantine, what have you. And I think that got back to them, and they like immediately went like, whoops. No, it was the name did it for us, you guys. That's it.
Yeah.
I gotta go lube up my dreads.
There you go. Yeah, I don't know. I just think it's a stupid idea. I think it was probably a stupid drunk idea that some promoter had, and they decided to throw it together, and it kind of worked out to some degree, and now they're riding off the promotion it's getting, because there are people who want to go see a show. They don't care. And if they like any of these bands and they're near enough, they're gonna go. I guess the big question that we have to ask is like, what do you guys think about it? How do you feel about it? If you were in Wisconsin, if you were a surrounding neighbor, do you like that idea? Is it good for you? Is it good for the economy? Is it bad? You know, do you think these people are going to splinter off back into their regular states and like infect more people? I'm not here to argue whether you think like COVID-19 is real or not, because I'm not going to get into that. I'm just not. That's not the point of this show. Like, what do you guys think about it? Like, let us know in the comments. You think this is a good idea? Are you going? That would be fascinating to know. Like, I want to know. Yeah, if we can get an on-the-ground report, how this thing actually goes, that would be pretty cool.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, no, if you're there in the middle of July let us know. That would be great. If you actually do go see this, take video. I want to see, dude, like, send it to us. Like, I'll Venmo you like $5. I'll do
That's
something.
worth cost of admission. Personally, for me, I can't see a good thing to come from this, and that hurts me to say. That pains me to say, because I love shows, I love live music. 2020 can suck my dick.
This has been just one repeated offense after another.
It sure has.
Well, that is the end of this episode. Thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you to all the new subscribers. There's like a ton that just flooded in within the past like 3 shows, man. That was really fucking cool. I love you guys for that. We all do. Thank you guys so much. You can check us out on Facebook and Instagram and obviously YouTube. Be sure to subscribe, hit the notifications. We love you guys. Be safe, be cool. And I'm your host, Sean Ryan.
And I'm Coley Colgate.
And this is Trend Kill Radio.
Farting on no snare drum.
Lake Erie's in my backyard. Trust me, man. It's fucking, there's always that one filmy puddle with like a couple pieces of grass sticking out of it. It's like, ew. Tampon washed up shore. Like, God, the bum condoms and stuff. Yeah, dude. Yeah. Lake Erie.
Yucky.
Drink the water. See, that's why I know I'm not going to get COVID, because, I've been in Lake Erie, man.
Right, yeah.
The water's been in my mouth.